Back in 2019, we attempted a short film.
We built a tavern.
Got splashed by freezing cold water.
We put a nice little wooden raft on a green screen.
And we did all that for nothing.
While vacationing on a cruise ship in 2019, I was suddenly inspired by my surroundings, the ocean. How cool would it be to make a short film playing on everyone's deep-seated fear of being stranded on a raft in the middle of the ocean? There was just one problem. I live nowhere near an ocean. In a sense, the film was an experiment. Going into it, we knew it would only get released if the VFX were done right. So, after a lot of green screen and countless hours put into After Effects, we have this. Another episode of All That for Nothing.
Wasting my time.
Gosh! I think...
So, this is definitely not the worst short film that we haven't released. I think we all can agree on that. Like, it's better than Special Teams. But, I mean, in fact, some would argue that we've released worse short films. The lighting in this tavern scene, I really like it.
Yeah,
the
this
problem
is 100%
is
lit
the
by
very
candlelight.
awkward shots.
This is 100% lit by candlelight. I don't think there's another light in that scene.
And we filmed this at night after I got back from work.
Yeah. Yeah, once Nigel got back. Yeah, essentially, this was a very half-hearted effort on everybody's part, I think. I mean, already I'm looking at this shot thinking exactly how I could fix it.
I mean, I think
You're
the
not
biggest, pro to this movie is also the con, and it's the water bits. Like, it kind of looks okay, but then it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, it never looks good with the background, but just the raft itself with you on it in the water is kind of cool in and of itself.
Okay, so immediately the first thing I notice is the lighting, right? Because there's no way this is a storm with that harsh lighting. I think the biggest thing you can take away from this is just not to bite off more than you can chew.
I think the dialogue needs a lot of work in the acting
Yeah,
as well.
I also think do like a second draft of the script, right? Because I mentioned I wrote this on a cruise ship. And I probably didn't look at it again for like a few weeks before I filmed it. Because, once again, half-hearted attempt by everybody here.
Except for Gunnar, who, let's not lie, he gave his all for the first half of filming.
You know what, though? Let us spend some time talking about the behind-the-scenes of this shot. Gunnar's lying down on a little wooden raft, and we got the green cloth on the ground and the green boards. I mean, what was it?
Did I get sprayed by a hose, or was it just buckets of water?
Both, at once.
Ready, boy? No. Oh, jeez. So we're doing the... Wait, get it off! Get it off a minute! Help me! Wait. No! Please! Help me!
So remember we flooded the porch too? Like that we filmed it on? There was like an inch of water.
It was a good effort, but...
Come on, help! I can't see. No! I'm giving him PTSD. That's what's happening. I'm gonna take my hand.
A lot of pain and suffering I went through.
That water was freezing.
And all
And
for
you
nothing.
did, yeah, that's how you did all that for nothing. So basically, what do you think people could take away from our failure here in this?
What about this? What about this?
It looks terrible.
Yeah. It does look bad.
It's actually really, really bad.
I'm pretty sure there's a human teeth on a fish.
I don't know what that thing is.
The ocean itself is completely animated in this shot and a lot of these shots. There's actually this one fully animated. There's only one shot. This is the only shot without fully animated water. Honestly, that looks pretty sick. I'm happy with the water.
The water in itself, it's fine.
I'm confused.
It's the
It's you floating
between the
on
water.
it. Yeah. It's like if I deleted everything in the shot except for the water, it would look really good.
Yeah.
It would look good.
It's the contact that you're making, the fact that there's no ripples, the fact that there's no... Yeah, you're not affecting the water, and that's the problem.
And the water has no certain movement. Like if you play it, it's just like
Yeah, if I was
It's just
going,
kinda
it's
going
like
around.
going everywhere.
it's just swirling. Yeah, if there was a way to do this better, the real way to do this, if you were going to try to make this short film, would be to do a fluid simulation, to do it with visual effects. Would be to take it into something like Blender or Cinema 4D and do a fluid simulation, and make it bob and flow and ripple and everything like that, the way water does. That would be the real way to do it. And at the time, and even now, at the time I had no clue how to do that. I probably didn't even know everything about what it even was. But like even now, I have very limited knowledge on it.
So yeah, my limited abilities in visual effects were what ultimately ruined this film.
Turned out trash.
In the end, I did learn quite a bit about visual effects and shooting things on green screen, as well as making some extremely fond and wholesome memories.
Help me!